baseball game we have this afternoon. So of course when we got there he realized he forgot his first baseman's glove. So we had to run home and get that real quick. And now we're on our way down to the farmer's market so the girls can work and I can catch up on some of my studying for my Ayurveda class. So Nova and I will be hanging out in the car for the next couple hours. Show a little video of the girls at work. It's actually a beautiful day here at the farmer's market, so it wasn't me. Somebody whistled. Haley thought it was whistling to her. Nova is freaking out because Haley walked away. Sitting outside the farmer's market while the girls are working, I'm studying. There's a lot of vendors here today, and it's been a really good day. Nova is not happy that I'm not walking her around right now. She wants to go play with the puppies. But my hair is a mess. It's so windy. Almost done, and we have to head over to Blaze's baseball game. At least I got some studying done, but I ended up socializing more than studying. That's what usually tends to happen with me because I love meeting people. Okay, so what I've been reading about today is Agni, which is your digestive fire. If your digestive system is not healthy, your rest of your body can't function properly. Literally. If your digestive system is not working correctly, you could have fear and anxiety, because everything has to be digested, from food to thoughts to things you see, things you hear. Everything you take in from your five senses has to be digested, which is super interesting to me because I had suffered with depression and anxiety most of my life, and not one doctor ever asked about my eating habits. Okay, so both of my younger children have separation anxiety. Oh, there's Nova. So it's a struggle. Today when I dropped my son off at his father's house, and then I took my daughters down to the farmer's market so they could help out. And I got out of the car to take Nova for a walk and to go to the bathroom myself, and I didn't bring my phone with me. So I got back to the car. I had like 15 missed calls and text messages from my son and his father. So I called them back, and my son was hysterical because I didn't answer the phone, so he thought something happened to me. This is what happens all the time if they can't find me for a split second, or I don't answer my phone right away. Really? Is the dog really seriously like Nova? Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I had to talk him down, and it was fine after a couple of minutes, and then he went out to breakfast with his father. Then just only like an hour later, I took the dog to walk again, brought my phone with me in case my son called, because then he kept calling me every like 30 minutes to make sure I answered my phone. Then my daughter apparently looked over at the car and didn't see me. Saw my car, so obviously I'm there, but didn't see me. Then calls me hysterical, but she's like running around the farmer's market because she can't find me. Super stressful. Super stressful. My dogs are fighting in the back now because I have both of them with me now. Anyway, so yeah, so the farmer's market for several hours, which works out for me because the guy that the girls help out gives me some fresh organic salads and produce every week, which really helps me out as far as groceries go. I don't have to worry about that. Sorry, a bug just flew in my car. Yeah. Okay, so yes, this is my ex-husband's weekend with the kids. My daughters do not like going. They freak out and have a complete meltdown every time I try to bring them to his house. My oldest, I can usually convince to get out of the car and go. My middle daughter, not so much. So, and then I get blamed by the courts for not making them go. Makes absolutely no sense. I'm literally bringing them to his house. I'm pulling them out of the car, but I can't throw them over my shoulder and bring them out to the door because they're almost as big as me. And, you know, it's heartbreaking to try and tell your child while they're hysterical that they have to do something they don't want to do with a person that they don't feel comfortable with. But unfortunately, the courts do not recognize emotional abuse or gaslighting or narcissism. So it's just a really low airplane, and the dogs don't like it. Okay, so the kids are not with me, by the way, because I don't talk about the divorce in front of them. However, it has been a major struggle for them emotionally, and my son's okay when he goes, but when my daughters go also, my son does not have a good time because he feels stressed out trying to keep my ex-husband focused on him so that he doesn't argue with his sisters, which is sad, obviously. So after the farmers market today, I brought the girls up to my son's baseball game, and we watched that. And then technically, my ex had 2 more hours of visitation time today, which means I would have had to bring my daughters to his apartment and try to convince them to stay there. So instead, he offered for me to just bring all 3 kids to the batting cage, and he would just meet us here for the last hour and a half of his time. So the girls agreed to that because I would sit in the parking lot while they go in the batting cage. So I basically don't have any time to myself at all. On the rare occasion that I do get both girls and my son to all go to visitation, it's usually only for like an hour or 2, which gives me enough time to walk the dogs or make a meal or clean the house. That's it. So, which, whatever, it's fine. I mean, as long as the kids feel safe and they're happy, I don't care. I'll deal with it. And after this, I'll have to take them home and make everyone dinner. Yeah. Now tomorrow is another day, and they have to go to his house at 10 o'clock in the morning. Usually it's 10 to 6, but tomorrow he's taking my son to a hockey game. So the girls only have to go from 10 to 2, but they're dreading it. And, I do all the things to try to promote peace and relaxation and positivity to get them to go and just, try to make the best of it. But they just don't want to go. And it's awful. They were going to a therapist. We're in the process of switching therapists right now, but the appointments are booked out, so they don't have anyone to talk to for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, just trying to make the best of it for now. And this is Rocco. Oh, all right. Well, that's all, I guess. I'm going to get back to my studying, learning about Agni. Well, I already learned about Agni, but I'm catching up my reading because I've been slacking. But Agni is your digestive fire in your body, and you can't heal from anything, basically, if your digestive fire is not strong. Because you have to digest everything that you take in through all 5 senses. So emotionally, visually, anything you hear, like if you're watching a lot of crime TV shows or just triggering type content, even though you may not think it's bothering you, it is inside. Your body has to take all that in. If you have extra hormones, your liver has to detox those. So you really need to focus on your gut and keep that fire burning high. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to be healthy, and you're not going to be able to heal from anything. And your liver is, second to that. It needs to be running smoothly. A sluggish liver can't detox, therefore you're going to get backup in your body, and it's going to cause all kinds of issues all over your body. So there's your Ayurvedic tip for the day. All right, so take your probiotics. I take, we get an organic papaya, and it comes with like hundreds of seeds in it. So you squeeze all the seeds out, throw them in the freezer, and then take one with each meal, and it's an enzyme, and it's really good for you. I feel like I may have mentioned this already, so if I did, ignore me, but either way. Okay, so we just got home. It is 6:30. We are going to have some quick salads for dinner. That's just a good like kale mix with some goat cheese and some turkey. Just because I'm exhausted, I don't feel like making anything, honestly. And the kids are going to have ice cream afterwards because Ben & Jerry's dairy-free were buy one, get one free yesterday. All right, we're going to finish catching up on Survivor because we're still very behind. All right, see you tomorrow.